Hello, you're listening to an episode of the Daily Riff, the official podcast for the Discord community Riff-Off. If you're not currently a member of our server, we humbly invite you here. Just click on the link in the description to visit. While you're here, we'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel to support our content. With high regards, we thank you. Enjoy the show. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you again. My name is Slick Kicks. Today's Monday, the 8th of December, 2025, and you're listening to the 96th episode of the Daily Riff. This is your podcast destination for all things happening in the world of Riff-Off and even some things outside of it. Who knows? I bet you guys can't wait to start today's show. So here are your morning headlines. So don't forget that we are hosting a special Christmas edition of our cover contest this month. Its submissions close this Thursday, the 11th of December at 12 a.m. Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. If you want your chance, submit quickly. There's even a special prize donated by one of our server members, an amount of $25 in U.S. currency. Make sure I clarify that. Redeemable in Amazon, Roblox, PayPal, anything else you wish. It's very simple. Remember to pick up the first issue of the Riff Scene, Riff-Off's new monthly magazine with plenty of surprises in store. It costs only 500 Riff coins, so why not give it a try? You have fashion boards, member spotlights, things like that. All sorts of bits and bobs. Don't know why I said that. But there we go. On to our first sideshow of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So our first sideshow of the day gets delivered from the Queen of Laughter herself. It's time for this week's edition of Carrie's Corny Jokes. Take it away, Carrie.
Hello, beautiful people of Riff-Off. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be. Alrighty. Today, I got 2 jokes for you guys today, and sadly, both of them are from me. Now, that wouldn't be a really bad thing, but I haven't said any of my jokes in a very long time. I miss hearing your guys' jokes. If you guys want to send in a joke, though, then please do at the Riff-Off Discord community server. There you will see Community Hub, and requests for Carrie's Corny Jokes will be in the Riff Studios forum. There you may send in any kind of PG-13 and appropriate joke you guys would like. Alright, now on to the actual jokes. So, first joke is, what do you call a belt made of watches? A waste of time. Honestly, I found that joke and I was like, I have to put that in. Like, hello. And then the second one is, why did the computer go to a doctor? It thought it had a terminal illness. Honestly, those 2 jokes are probably some of my favorite I've heard in a while. However, I do love your guys' jokes more, so please do the instructions I said and give me jokes, because I love hearing them and I love laughing to them every single week. Alrighty, and that is all I got for you guys today. I'm going to hand the mic back to you, Slick.
Thank you, Carrie. Always a pleasure having you on our show every week. Now on with the rest of the show. Our first event today is a Riff-Off classic, yet surprisingly, it doesn't get done very much in this form, particularly very often. It's the base format of open mic, where performers go in queue order, and each performance earns you 1,500 XP and 500 Riff coins. Hope to see you there in a little while. The second and last event for today is the opening Riff Casino session for the week, a new edition of Deal or No Deal, where every open box can make you more money or cost you just the same. It is really quite fun, so if you like games, make sure to check us out. Now on to the events for tomorrow, starting with an exciting show of Wheel of Time with yours truly. At this event, performers are selected in a random order to sing, and each of them will spin the Decades Wheel to determine what time period they must perform from. Will you be there to witness history being searched? Who knows? And finally, tomorrow afternoon, we'll house a Riff Casino classic that hasn't been around in a hot while. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is back with a brand new format for its players. Will you be smart enough to reach the $1 million question? We'll find out. Well, that's all the news we have for you today, is at least as far as Riff-Off goes. So let's go ahead and move towards today's advertisement break brought to you by Riff Studios. We'll be back in just a moment, so don't go anywhere.
This event is sponsored by Riff-Off's very own open mic event, a chill, no pressure event where the spotlight is shared and everyone has a chance to shine.
It's not a contest, it's not a competition, it's a queue, a lineup of voices, each bringing something different. A favorite song, a brave first try, or that one melody that you've been humming in the back of your mind all week.
And if the song can't wait to be sang, you can use a golden ticket to skip the wait.
Just for sharing your voice, you'll get 250 Riff coins and 2,000 XP, simply because your voice has value here.
So step up and take the mic. You don't need to be the best, you just need to be your best.
We'll be listening. Good luck!
Thank you very much, and welcome back to today's edition of the Daily Riff. I am your week's host, Slick Hicks, the one and only, and it's time to move on to our IRL news headlines. So, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, yes, the former Prime Minister of Canada and the famous artist and singer, have made their appearance as a couple now. Perry has released many photos of the couple together in Japan. What an interesting, unexpected, yet wholesome combination. And for those in the server following the Avatar series, get ready for the next movie releasing on the 19th of December 2025, where Chick and Neytiri, along with their family, encounter a new tribe. I wonder how that will go. So, today's performance board is about to start, and with an exciting choice, I might add, we'll be hearing a cover of the song Out of the Ashes from Symphony X, performed by Skull and Bones 667. Take it away, buddy!
In the house of my master, beyond the gates there is a bed where snakes are evil eyes. Oh, I hear laughter. Life both behind bars, someday will imprison me. Ooh, mother, will you help me? Mother, will you help me to find a reason to go on? Oh, out of the ashes of my youth, I rise a man, and through the eyes of truth, I finally understand. Wicked with his words and wicked with his lies, he will not break me down no matter how hard he tries. Pray for my lost soul. Out control, the storm inside me rages on and on and on. Mother, will you help me? Mother, will you help me to find a reason to go home? Out of the ashes of my youth, I rise a man, and through the eyes of truth, I finally understand. truth I finally understand. Out of the ashes of my youth, I'll rise a man. And through the eyes of truth, I finally understand the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Skull and Bones 667 performing Out of the Ashes by Symphony X. Wonderful, absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for that, and on with the show. Next up is our second side show of the day, and the lovely Farrell has some facts for us and some tunes to go with it. It's time for this week's edition of Farrell's Music Moments. Over to you, Farrell.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Farrell's Music Moments, where we go back in time to discuss your musical favorites. I'm your host, Farrell, and today's episode is about Adele. For the first fact, Adele isn't just a stage name, it's her actual name. Well, part of it at least. Her full name is Adele Laurie Blue Atkins. Did you know that at the age of 14, Adele discovered the music of Etta James and Ella Fitzgerald at a local record shop and fell in love with their styles of singing? Adele did take a long break, and one of those reasons was because in 2012, her and her partner at the time, Simon, had a baby boy called Angelo. She admitted that she has found motherhood tough, but has had a great example to follow from her own mother. Next up, for any animal lovers, you aren't alone. Adele keeps a pet dachshund, affectionately called Louie. Louie was born on the same night Adele went to see Britney Spears in London, so she almost called him Britney instead. Did you know that Adele can play the drums? On her track Hello, she was showing off her incredible vocals, but also showing off that she can play the drums. Another fun fact is that Adele has a number of tattoos, including 3 to do with her son. She has an A right behind her ear, his name on the edge of her hand, and the word paradise on the edge of her left hand. She has described Angelo, her son, as her paradise. For our very final fact, did you know that Adele has won many awards in her 35 years in this career? Until 2017, Adele had held the record for most Billboard music wins. In 2012, she won a massive 12 awards, but her record was later broken a few years later by Drake, who won 13. Well, thank you for listening to Farrell's Music Moments. Tune in next week for even more musical facts about your favorites.
Thank you very, very much, Farrell. Quite the list of facts, I must say. Very impressive indeed. And with that, we come to the conclusion of yet another episode of the Daily Riff. I bet you thought I forgot it. Good job, Slick Kicks, for fooling everybody. I love fooling people. It's so much fun. It's time to reveal today's daily code word. Today's daily code word is exclamation point. Oh, how fitting. Exclamation point DJ Week. That is exclamation point DJ Week. Enter that into the bot center for your daily Slick token that grants you 1,500 XP and 1,000 Riff coins. And with that, we come to the conclusion of yet another episode of the Daily Riff. We thank you for joining us. And until next time, I am your stunning, stupendous host, Slick Kicks, reminding you to stay safe, smart, and sensible. Goodbye.